Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was Mercury in retrograde. We're going to blame it on that. Okay. So my bad. Oh, here we go. Oh, Lord, is that still going? What the heck's going on here? Oh, did it come back? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, I just found out something new. I just found out something new, and that is that if your computer crashes and you come back onto Zoom and you go back to live stream on YouTube, it picks up on the same stream, I believe. Let me wait, hold on. No, it don't. I'm tripping. Sure doesn't. Okay. Wait, it is on, but I am on live. Oh, okay. But it's a new one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. Look, you want to show that you want to realize that you are, let me see here. We're all, oh, look, somebody's in here. Hi. Okay. I'll edit this. I'll edit this. So I'm going to do is copy the link. And then I'm going to, wait, can you hear me? Oh, no, I think I turned it down. Okay, then. Okay. Bear with me, folks. So what I'm going to do, let's go back to my story. Well, y'all got some great news and some kind of sucky news. I had an issue with my computer, and so I had to relaunch the link. So that's cool because we're actually gonna this time it's just gonna start directly with the scenic route to sales. So maybe it happened for a reason. I don't know, but let me go ahead and just click the link, and you'll be able to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to demonstrate to you. I'm about to demonstrate to you all what it looks like using the scenic route to sales masterclass if you are a restaurant, obviously with the physical location. I say obviously, but now there are ghost kitchens, which that's a whole nother animal, or Uber Eats and all that. But I'm just talking about how you can get more people in your doors as a restaurant tour, a chef founder, or a food hospitality group. Okay. So that's what's going, you can expect from this particular launch pad. Go ahead and tune in. Okay. So what I did there, so what I'm doing really quickly, I just created that Instagram story. I went to YouTube. I'm on the live. I got the share link, and now I'm going back to Instagram. Going back to Instagram, and I'm putting the link in the Instagram. So guess what? Now people are going to be able to, let me see, done. Great. Now people will be able to just click back, and they're gonna start right here. So cool. All right. Okay. So here we go. Let's just go get right to it. The scenic route to sales. Now this is, let's remember, this is if I am a restaurant. Okay. If I was a restaurant, let's call myself, I did a drink called the Flavor Flav the other day on freestyle, and I really like that. So let's call my restaurant flavors. Okay. Let's call it flavors. Flavor. I love it. Flavor. Okay. So Flavor is the name of my restaurant. Okay. And this is the scenic route. Let's go back. The scenic route to sales. So my restaurant's in El Paso, Texas. It's called Flavor. Okay. Now, what we sell seafood. We sell seafood and steaks. Okay, we sell high level, delicious seafood and steaks. And so I'm going to be opening this restaurant. Okay. I'm opening this restaurant in El Paso, Texas. It's going to be on the mountain. It's going to overlook the city. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Okay. I'm actually getting excited. I'm like, this is a great idea. Okay. So what do I do? Okay, I've found the space. It's renovated. It's ready to open. I'm so excited. Um, Let me go ahead and stop you right there. Okay, because we should have already, it's not when you open the doors that you start the scenic route to sales. So I'm glad this is such a great example because it's going to illustrate how these channels, how to show up in these different spaces in anticipation for your business. So this is just if we're just opening. Okay. Now, if you've already been open for a while and you're already successful, that's great. You're just going to you just can get even more laser focused and turn these things up a notch. Okay. But I'm sharing this from you from like, I just am opening my new restaurant. I think it's really cool to start there because then you can really see how you don't have to already have a network or you didn't, or how you can enhance your plan with strategy. Okay. And how you can figure out how to create more revenue and how it has to do more with engagement than it even does with spending money on advertising. What you don't have. And I would even venture to say that no matter how much advertising you do, you still need people in the community representing your business, even as a restaurant. So imagine if I feel that way about a restaurant, then that applies to any business that's in growth stage that plans to grow, increase your revenue, even if you just want to stay in your local area, but you want to make sure that you have influence and that you're an establishment that lasts. So you still need to engage in your local community. So especially as a brick and mortar company, you need to be a leader in your community. You have to feel that way. Now, here's what's beautiful. You don't have to necessarily be the face of your company. Maybe somebody else is. Again, we're just for simplicity's sake, we're going to use the example of a restaurant. You can hire, make sure that maybe one of your managers, one of the management that you hires is a very outward facing manager. And I'm going to back up and I'm going to say, it's not a luxury. You need to have someone at your restaurant who is very outward facing. You should be hiring at least one person who can represent your restaurant in the community. If it's not you, but it doesn't have to be you. But if it's not you, you better hire someone that is that kind of person. Why not? What I know for sure, and that's here in El Paso, Texas, where I am. What I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, is that there are many great servers, great hospitality people here that are working at restaurants that would be great employees for you. Would be great in that kind of role and would embrace that role and really take it on. And these are just servers, but they're seasoned. There's tons of them here in El Paso and really in any city. So if you're opening a restaurant, again, we're going with the restaurant example, but this can translate to almost any market, because there are people that are seasoned that would seize an opportunity but don't see an opportunity. You know what I mean? They don't. So this is where I come in, by the way. This is where my company comes in, because I have my feelers out there. I know I know people on both levels, so I'm the connector. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm feeling my need in the marketplace. But as a restaurant or any business, you have to know that, hey, it's probably going to be worth it to invest. It's going to be worth it to invest in people that know your industry very well and are chomping at the bit for an opportunity to elevate themselves. Okay. So Why did I say all that? Because the scenic route to sales is going to require that you engage. You can't just show up in these spaces, whether it's on a social media platform in your community, whether you're emailing people. You can't just show up asking for stuff. You build a bad reputation. It may work. You may be able to hard sell some people, but as far as sustainable growth, you've got to create more of a vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about creating a vibe of professionalism, of differentiation. I mean, I like differentiality because it's like intentionality and differentiation. Okay, but creative, solution oriented, solution centered, showing up in a big and different way. Okay, these are very important things. So, as a restaurant, okay, social media. So, we're going to go through the scenic route. If I was a restaurateur, if I owned a restaurant, I'm gonna do this as one location, but I want you to keep in mind that once you get systems and once you get the well-oiled machine in one location, you can scale and grow. You will be able to expand if you choose to or not. It's completely up to you. It's what kind of lifestyle and what kind of impact do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Here's what's also true. If you're a restaurateur, you do not want to work yourself into the ground. That you do not want to do. You don't want it to be a situation where you can never step away and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor and go, on vacations and all. You want to make sure that at least your establishment can run itself if you're not there, or else you just have bought a job. And who wants to buy a job? Nobody. Most people want to sell their job. No, I'm just kidding. But you want to have people, so you want to have a staff. You want to create a culture where people take ownership in your restaurant. You know what I mean? So before you even cut the ribbon at your restaurant and open the doors, you should already be on social media. What are you going to be on social media for? You want to start talking about your food. Start talking about your passion. You don't have to show the food. In fact, now is a beautiful time, and this is, just a side note. There's a difference between personal brand and your professional brand and your business brand. So what I would be doing if I were you is building your personal brand even before you even break the ground for construction. You can already be building your personal brand in anticipation for what's to come. That I highly recommend that. And that's a process. You don't. I'm different than most people. I'm going to say that just talk about stuff you want to talk about. You want to attract, even as a restaurant, you want to attract in the type of customers. You want to create a community around your restaurant to where people come often. You want to attract like the out of towners and the tourist attraction. You want to be a special occasion place too, but you also want to have a consistent amount of regulars that you build strong relationship with, that feel like, yo, that's my spot. You know what I mean? Those are my people. Those are my peeps. They are amazing. Every time someone comes in from out of town, let's go to my restaurant. They love me here. I love them. This is my place. You want to be creating that kind of environment for your restaurant. Why not? Why wouldn't you? If you're going to have your doors open, you want to be connected to your space, to your people. You want to have regulars. I'm trying to tell you. If you have the luxury of the budget where you attract in a lot, like a revolving door, that's great. But how much more powerful will it be if you provide the level of service to where the people keep coming back? That's going to be the differentiator between your sustainability or not. You don't want people to have a one and done experience, especially not at a restaurant. That's just why even open doors. If that's how you're seeing it, you're really missing out on opportunities. So what you had the opportunity you have with social media is to connect into the community on a personal level. Let people know why you're opening the restaurant, why, um, talk about the food that you're going to be making and bringing to the area, you know, follow the, see what businesses are around you, follow their social media, connect in with them, know what they got going on. I'm trying to tell you, that's the engagement piece. This will help you to see who's successful, who's not, what people are doing. Uh, you know, get to know some of the other businesses in your area. Okay, so social media, what social media platforms? Most people are aware of YouTube. Of course, we're streaming this live on YouTube right now, so that's really kind of exciting. Um, uh, YouTube, Facebook. Facebook is where, like, a lot of people know their friends and family. So that's just a great way to stay connected with your friends and family. Why would you not want to stay connected with your friends and family? You know what I mean? It's just saying it's just a good idea. Instagram. Instagram. Blah, blah, blah. Now, let me say this, Facebook may or may not be the best place to for B2B, I'm going to say for B2B, which is like the area of business where I do business. For B2B, Facebook is not the best because I believe Facebook is better for B2C, business to consumer, which is fine. It's great. You know what I mean? And it's important to, especially if you're a local restaurant, you want to make sure you're showing up on Facebook because families are on Facebook. Do you see what I'm saying? So, as you can see, the way that you use the platform is going to be different, contingent upon who your ideal client is, who you are, who you're serving. So, if you're a restaurant, you absolutely want to have a Facebook page, and you want to have somebody who's engaging with people and other local businesses and other establishments on Facebook. You want to have that engagement coming from your page as well. Instagram is great for local for going deeper into your local community. A lot of their advertisements and their boosts, and you're able to really target your audience for your demographic, you know what I mean, for your geography. And I think that's very powerful. I know it's powerful. So sometimes I'll boost a post and I'll get so many people from El Paso that will begin to connect and follow with me because I make, the El Paso radius where I'm targeting. And that's where I live, is El Paso, Texas. So that's a really powerful opportunity for Instagram marketing as well. LinkedIn is incredible for growing uh, your credibility. It's such a big opportunity in the professional space. Why would you want to do that on LinkedIn? Why would me in El Paso, being a restaurant in El Paso, why would I want to grow my presence on LinkedIn? First of all, not many restaurants are doing it, so you already you'll be light years ahead of people if you have a LinkedIn page. And as a LinkedIn, that might be more of where you want to focus on your personal brand. So you might want to have your managers and everything on LinkedIn. And what do you want to do? You want to connect with the local organizations of El Paso. Okay, again, I'm Flava is a restaurant in El Paso. So I want Flava. I want to be connected with the local organizations of El Paso because I want them to consider when business people have guests that are coming in from out of town and they need to take them to lunch. I want them to be thinking of my restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I want when other people from other areas I want them to know me, the restaurateur in the professional restaurateur in El Paso, because if they come here, when they come here to fly out, whatever, I want them to come to my restaurant and I want them to not have to think about what restaurant should I go to. Very important. LinkedIn is a huge open wide opportunity for restaurants to build a brand right now. So that's what any restaurants that work with me, that's going to be a part of our plan. Any business that works with me, LinkedIn is a big part of the plan. But I want you to also think about, do you see how, as I'm going through these different social media outlets and platforms, that the way that I would engage on them is very different? That's a big point. You know what I mean? That's something I really want you to think about because it is different. TikTok, huge for restaurants, huge opportunity for restaurants, mostly underutilized still. There's so many trend. You can do the trends on Instagram as well.